And a lot of people meet me and say, but sir, मरना जरूरी था क्या? मैंने कहा मरता नहीं तो आप ये बोलते नहीं अभी.
Correct. So we're gearing up for a national award.
Let's see.
But you know, Shravan, what hurts more is the way media writes headlines. If we are so hard on the outside, if we are so like not really bothered, we would have done a regular desk job ना, एक fixed salary आ रही होती.
I right now feel like कि हर चीज़ क्यों बतानी है?
Exactly.
मतलब और वो मुझ पे होना चाहिए ना कि मुझे क्या बताना है क्या नहीं. It's my choice. Like Neha Dupia says, it's her choice. Here comes sunny on a rainy day.
I haven't showered for 14 days.
I तो always say 7 खून नहीं, एक तो माफ होना चाहिए.
Hey guys, my name is Shravan Shah, and today I'm going to be having a conversation with the cast of Phir Aayi Hasseen Dillruba. What's up, guys?
This is also a class. It's okay.
It's a class also.
class,
No? How are you guys, by the way?
Fantastic. How are you?
Love the trailer. Kafi giving. It's one of my favorite films, and I'm so glad it's back.
Thank
you guys have found a new bakra this time. Love it.
या maybe मैं कसाई हूँ.
Oh, you never know. You really never know.
know.
But listen, Taapsee. You know when this film released during the lockdown, okay, the first part, I remember all of us as media, we were so involved with the promotion that it felt like a personal part of our lives. The film is back this time, and when I saw the trailer, I'm like, damn, you don't know where the story is going to take. And I'm like, bro, these guys like Rani and her husband are like up for really like shady shit.
See, Dinesh Pandit ji, our very own Dinesh Pandit, which is Kanika Dhillon, makes sure that you can keep getting twisted. Your mind will get twisted till the time you keep trying to guess the twist, but you won't be able to. That is the whole charm of Hasseen Dillruba, which worked in the
twistier.
first one. Yeah, twistier than your imagination.
But when you read the script, Sunny, what was that one part of the script where you were like, damn, यार ये तो मतलब नहीं सोचा था.
हाँ वो फिर spoiler हो जाएगा ना.
ठीक है वो spoiler छोड़ के दूसरी भी चीजें होगी ना.
नहीं, it's just the whole world यार. It's a crazy world to be a part of. And while I was hearing the script also, I was like कि अच्छा भाई ये होगा शायद अभी ये होगा and everything was just flipping. जो भी मैं सोच रहा था उसका बिल्कुल opposite और उल्टा हो रहा था कि I was like भाई तू रुक जा, तू सोच मत, तू सुन ले पहले. And I was like अगर if I'm feeling like this, then I want to be a part of it and you know bring that to life.
Yeah. But Vikrant, and this question is rather for both of you all, that back then when you all shot this film, it's your characters are not simple, they are complex. Even the aspect of it, whether it's the walk, it's the way you all talk, all of that. It's not a show, right? So for a film, when you come back for it, how do you put yourself into that zone that, okay, this is what my character was? Do you all ever go back and rewatch a few scenes to pick up nuances?
Like, I definitely went back and saw the film again. Because थोड़ा सा काफी time हो गया होता है, you know, don't recall a lot of things. But then also because you've been a part of it, you are also someone who's created the characters, you know, finer nuances.
Yeah.
So you can sort of connect immediately. If not immediately, maybe it needs a little bit of work. थोड़ा time लगता है. But then when you're preparing, I think you find your foothold because you've created that character in some sense.
Yeah.
In a case of a sequel, you are only moving forward. So, you know, a lot of things that you're going to do are actually anew. So, you know, it's a mix and match.
Makes sense. What about you, Taapsee?
Actually, a little different because I think what happened in the first one was when it released and there was a lot of chatter around it after the release as well.
Yeah.
So I had kind of revisited it so many times.
Oh, you had?
Yeah, around that time, just to analyze, okay, there were very new, different kind of compliments, comments of every sort that I was hearing and seeing. So I kept going back to the film in bits and pieces to assess, acha, why are they saying like this? Oh, they noticed this. So I had over-analyzed it so much the first time it came out that when I got the second one, I was very clear as to where I'm going to start from.
Coming to you, Sunny, people still talk about Shiddat.
Yeah.
Okay. Whether it's the song, whether it's the entire climax of that film.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you know that that's the kind of recall value your project is going to have, irrespective of the kind of probably the word of mouth that happened back then, because it's a film that has lived on.
Yeah.
Did you know back then that hey, you are going to be a part of a project that's actually going to live longer than probably you must have thought?
नहीं यार, frankly not. Absolutely not. But it's very nice to see that till date I get at least 10 messages a day from people all around the world actually saying that they've watched the film and they've cried and they hate me for making them cry for it. And
You're the climax, man.
Yeah,
the
man.
climax.
And a lot of people meet me and say, but sir, मरना जरूरी था क्या? मैंने कहा मरता नहीं तो आप ये बोलते नहीं अभी. Correct. So then it would be any other love story, but it was supposed to be a tragedy. And you know, at the end of the day, you don't want to justify in a film something which you shouldn't be doing. It's a love story, but it's a film at the end of the day. But it is not advised that you do this. You sit in a plane's tire and then the tire opens and you're risking your life for something. So yeah, but I feel very fortunate that people are loving it still, you know.
Damn. With you, that happened with 12th Fail. I'm like, bro, everybody keeps talking about 12th Fail. And I remember talking to you during 12th Fail and I'm like, I know this film is going to do well. But the way, the love that it has got, and people still keep talking about it. Again, was this anticipated? And as an artist, when your work gets that kind of love, do you feel satisfied that, hey, I'm glad I believed in it? Because what happens is when you are signing a film, it's all you. Of course, after the film, everybody is going to like, hey, you know, what a great job. I was a part of this film. But technically, nobody was. It's all you, right?
More or less, yeah. It feels great, you know. And as Sunny said, you can't anticipate these things. And that's with every film. You know, sometimes it lands, sometimes it does not. And sometimes it exceeds your expectations.
Yeah.
Case being point 12 failed. So the idea is to just go out there, do your best.
So we're gearing up for a national award.
Let's see. Let's see.
You should have seen his face. He's like, what?
I don't know. Because you know what? Last 2-3 days, I've also been keeping a tab on what social media has been talking. 2 days actually. Today is the 3rd day. I don't want to jinx it. I really want it.
Yeah.
I don't mind saying that I desperately want it. For 12th film, I want a national award in my life. Will it happen this year? I don't know. So I don't want to jinx it.
We're keeping our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But Taapsee, to what he said, okay, as actors, y'all always work for a good film. There's never a bad film that y'all make. Right? It's always like making a good film. If the film does not land, of course, that's something that's not in your hand. But you've given your 2000% for that project. When a film doesn't land well with the audience, what is that Saturday in the actor's life like?
It's more like the one that you want to take off from, like take off from that Saturday, in the sense like not off from work, just just fly away, go away somewhere else, disconnect from whatever the reality is right now, because you know it will not, that reality will not go away. It's still, but you probably are not at that moment, you are slightly vulnerable because you're invested in it.
Yeah.
So, and you didn't go out to make a bad film, as you said, and you didn't anticipate it's going to be bad. Even if you did, it still hits, It still hits. But even if you probably know somewhere it's not really the best film that I thought it will turn out to be, it still hurts when you see that numbers. But you know, Shravan, what hurts more is the way media writes headlines out of that. In the sense, everybody knows it's not done. It's not done well. The numbers will show it or whatever. But the demeaning and the pulling down way the headlines are crafted, just for the sake of clickbait, because obviously negativity sells a little more.
Yeah.
Something like, you know, iski film le doobi, ya ye le doobi film ko, ya ye, you know, these kind of like very, very negative headlines. You're not realizing it's not just one person. You might have animosity towards the actor or the maker, but you know, it's not that one person only who has spent the important part of their life making that film. There's so many of them, and you're actually abusing each and every person on that set by writing something like that. And if you call yourself part of an industry, you're part of media, you're writing about films, you're also earning your bread courtesy films in a way, if not direct and indirect way of earning your money because of films. So you're actually pulling down that industry. By writing such kind of stuff. Let the audience take a call. Now, what is good, bad, ugly? You as media person, you report facts. It didn't collect well, but then going on writing nasty adjectives for it is more hurtful. And that is what, that vulnerable Saturday for an actor, because we are all very vulnerable people
For sure.
in the film industry. If we are so hard on the outside, if we are so like not really bothered, we would have done a regular desk job ना, एक fixed salary आ रही होती महीने के end में, फर्क नहीं पड़ता होता. फर्क पड़ता है इसलिए we invest our time and effort not knowing अगली फिल्म मिलेगी भी कि नहीं मिलेगी.
Is that one of the reasons why the three people sitting in front of me, I know what great human beings you all are because I have had one-on-one conversations with each one of them. But
I'm nice,
okay
okay.
then, Sunny. But is that also the reason why a lot of times when I see y'all in public domains, y'all are shielded and guarded up?
The problem
She's the
is
most shielded and guarded.
That's what I'm saying. Today, I know the person that she is with me. Sans tomorrow, let's say there are other people out there. I know what she'll be in front of them, and I understand where it's coming from. Is that the reason why both of y'all also are that way?
No, I mean, maybe, I don't know, but also because personally for me, most of my life is out in the public domain, so there are certain aspects you want to guard.
Yeah.
There are certain things you really want to keep, sort of maintain the sanctity rather. तो ऐसा नहीं है, मतलब effort लगता भी होगा शायद, but एक तो I'm hardly in the media.
Yeah.
So I don't know what part of it you've seen and you felt I'm guarded. It's just that because so much of mine is already out there.
That's true.
And when people want to own up to you, I mean, I don't even disregard that because that is the nature of our job. You know, when people want to sort of own a piece of you or want to have a piece of you, it is concomitant with the nature of our job. Yeah. And because of that, there are certain aspects which you want to sort of, you know, maintain the sanctity of those. It could be a relationship, it could be your privacy, it could be anything.
Anything, makes sense. What about you, sir?
What he said is absolutely
He exactly knew where I was.
No,
because we are alike as people also.
No, but
Kaushal.
you know, the thing is that the environment that I have grown up in, the family, friends, the kind of people that I've had the opportunity to know, it's kind of all come together to this that I right now feel like कि हर चीज़ क्यों बतानी है.
Exactly.
मतलब और वो मुझ पे होना चाहिए ना कि मुझे क्या बताना है क्या नहीं. हम पब्लिक आई में हैं, सब कुछ पता चल जाती हैं चीज़ें, which is absolutely fine, but I shouldn't be forced into saying something which I don't want to, and I want to keep the purity of certain things in my life and certain things I don't want people to know, which is just for my sake and people around me, you know, it's that. So I'm not usually guarded about anything, like I wear my, I'm a chill kind of guy, like, you know, I keep my things on my sleeve, but yeah, there are certain opinions, there are certain things that I don't like talking about, and it's my choice. Like Neha Dhupia says, it's her choice.
Jesus!
It's a very bad
he's
segue.
taking this, I love it.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm
what we're
sorry,
going to do is, on a lighter note, I'm going to play a very quick game with you guys.
Alright.
ठीक है? Let's go this way. ठीक है? If you were a detective in real life, what would your signature move or catchphrase be? Catchphrase, sorry.
Oh,
हाँ.
here comes Sunny on a rainy day.
Love it! Love it! It's given everything. Describe your character using only one emoji.
Emoji?
One
yeah, easy, rose.
Rose.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
easy.
nice. What's the weirdest thing you've ever done to get into a character for a role? It can be any character.
I haven't showered for 14 days.
Dada, what do you say?
Yes.
Yeah, 12 film के लिए क्या होगा?
नहीं, for Death in the Guns.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yeah.
I didn't
Okay.
Whoa.
Which classic murder mystery movie would you love to have been a part of, and which character would you love to play?
Which classic murder mystery, yaar?
And actually, all three of you can answer this.
Yeah,
I'm glad I was part of Badla. I'm just going to take
Yeah, dude. What a film.
Yeah, that's a good
Badla
one.
for her.
बदला फॉर यू. बट और कौन, मेरे ना अभी ऐसे पूछा तो दिमाग में आ नहीं रहे क्लासिक.
देखो हसीन तो कर ली मैंने. मर्डर मिस्ट्री थी, एक हसीना थी जो श्रीराम राघवन की सैफ अली के साथ. Was that a murder mystery?
Yeah, that was a murder mystery.
मुझे पूरा याद नहीं आ रहा है.
It was a mystery. It was a mystery.
Right?
It was a
एक
mystery.
हसीना थी. It's one of, it still stands as one of the most stylized films I've seen.
Sunny, I think we give you enough time to think. You need to have an answer
Like
by
there
now.
is a book
हाँ, tell
जिसके
ना.
ऊपर फिल्म बन चुकी है.
हाँ, तो tell.
Which is जाने जा.
हाँ.
है ना. So book is Devotion of Suspect X.
जी.
I really wanted to be a part of whenever that book got made, you know, and play what Jaideep Bhai has played, basically that character, but from the book, you know, the original Japanese.
Interesting. Okay, what's the most surprising twist? Again, all three of y'all. What's the most surprising twist in this film? This one, matlab, you all can of course say the previous one. That even you didn't see coming.
Me chopping my hand off.
You chopping your hand off, you didn't see it coming.
I didn't see
What about you?
Yeah, that one.
That one? What about you? You've seen part one, of course.
Actually, I can add one more thing.
Guts
The twist
in
that I
on
saw,
toasties.
he hasn't seen it.
Guts on toasties.
I'll tell you just before he answers, the one thing that I didn't anticipate, it was not a twist in the plot, but the fact that my character will cheat on the husband
Yeah.
and will go and herself go and confess it to the
Yeah.
husband.
Damn.
That was like, I have never seen that kind of a thing happen in a
Again,
plot.
guts. It only takes guts.
Guts on toast.
Yeah, guts on toast.
इसमें एक है, sorry guys, I'm giving out a
हाँ,
spoiler.
say na, please.
Abhimanyu is actually secretly in love with Rishu.
Sure, he's covering up. He's covering up. Love it.
I had to say something.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. If you were to write, if your character were to write a book, what would its title be?
रहस्य रानी जी के.
Ooh, interesting.
This is very nice. Yeah, very pulp. I like
Very
Pulp,
pulp
yeah,
fiction-ish.
Well,
What about you?
I बता तो दिया उसने मेरे
That's
नहीं
all.
बताया उसने
नहीं तो you have to say
रहस्य
for
रानी जी
you.
के I am the Rahino Rani
I know
No,
it's
but
not
he's writing a book on you.
On you. What are you writing on?
हाँ.
अरे यार नहीं they are the more book readers, so I am the reader.
You are the reader. You're the audience. What about you?
If I have to write a book
On your character. On
my
your
character.
character.
Oh,
Yeah.
रानी जी के
What would its title be?
Abhimanyu का syringe.
अभिमन्यु
Because
का
he's playing, I'm
syringe.
playing a compounder जो
Yeah.
injections देता है. So Abhimanyu का syringe.
क्या बात.
Love it.
Very good.
Okay, last
Pulpy,
one coming
हाँ,
your way,
pulpy
guys.
हम पल्पी दे रहे हैं.
पल्पी दे रहे.
Very pulpy. Last one coming your way, guys. If you were able to commit a perfect crime without any consequences, of course, what crime would that be?
I mean, see, if you say without any consequences, then whatever you do
Yeah.
is perfect.
हाँ, but give ना crime, give one.
अच्छा.
I always say 7 खून नहीं एक तो माफ होना चाहिए. Sometimes I really feel like
किसको मारना है?
अलग-अलग टाइम पे अलग-अलग लोगों को.
Taapsee just coming into her own. Love it.
Yeah.
What about you?
It could be any crime.
It could be any crime.
मैं तो सीधा गोल्ड रिजर्व चुराऊंगा यार.
Gold reserve.
अपने जितने भी गोल्ड
हम इतना बड़ा सोच रहे हैं.
RBI के सारे गोल्ड रिजर्व.
What do you think?
मैं तो immediate impulse
हाँ,
मार-
मारने पे आ गई ये गोल्ड रिजर्व.
आप-
सारे.
बहुत long term सोच रहे हैं.
Now he's thinking. I say I don't know what is he thinking anymore.
तो तेल निकाल लियो.
किसका? तेल कहाँ से निकालना है? शेख थोड़े ही हूँ. तेल निकाल लियो. I
So
would.
you can murder the sheikh so you can get the reserve and then you become rich. Is that a crime you want to do?
What?
ये तो
I
बहुत
would-
दूर की
It's a very light plan.
What
I
plan?
would commit the crime of love.
ये जो
Are you already not?
ये जैसे safe play किया है.
Very safe, very safe. But thank you so much. That's a wrap for me, you
अरे
guys.
क्या
Thank
नहीं
you.
यार ऐसा. एक रैपिड
बोल
फायर
दो।
तो खेल लो यार.
अब खेल लिया ना इससे
अच्छा।
ज्यादा क्या
अरे
rapid
भाई।
fire होता है. Look at him. He does not want to answer half the
अलग
thing.
अलग से इससे
Doesn't
सारे
want to
question
answer half the thing.
I know.
God see us. Again, but thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
I love all
Thanks,
three of you. I
Shravan.
know this. Please keep soaring high. And फिर आई हसीन दिलरुबा में काफी ऐसे कत्ल होने वाले हैं.
जी.
फिर आई हसीन दिलरुबा में काफी कत्ल होने वाले हैं. So keep killing people with your looks and with your acting skills and chops. I'm gonna see you guys super soon. Till then, this one is a wrap.